I'm an anthropologist who is interested in bioethical problems, and so I've been working for the last several years on genetic technologies and most interested in how these technologies are going to impact societal ideas and values. And so this project comes out of that interest and focuses on how consumers are taking up some of these genetic services that are now available through various companies. There's really been an explosion of different companies that have popped up over the last decade or so, and they are built on the technologies that have come out where you can sequence the genome rather quickly and for a decreasing amount of cost. These companies now allow consumers who are interested to send away for these kits where they'll take a saliva sample and then send it away, and it will be interpreted, and the results will be made available on a password-protected internet site. The big question is really doing the empirical work, asking questions of the consumers, trying to understand what they see is at stake in terms of this information and how they will use it. There are certainly issues around privacy. We've, in our society, have always treated genetic information as somewhat special in the sense that it is often seen as somewhat deterministic. Now, it's not to say that it should be seen that way, but it holds a lot of information about one's potential future. Genetic information is not just about you as an individual, but it's actually about your children and your grandparents. It's a much larger social unit that actually is impacted by the information. And so one of the concerns that we have and when we are embarking on this research is to try to understand not only the perspectives of primary users, but also secondary users or secondary stakeholders who might be impacted by the flow of this information or the release of genetic information. The other question is whether or not some of these tools around social networking and genomics will actually create new social groups, and whether people will start to relate to each other on the basis of genetic similarity or not, and whether or not that will then translate into different forms of advocacy around diseases. All of this is yet to be determined, but it's exciting to start to think about what that might mean.
The preceding program is copyrighted by the Board of Trustees of the Leland Stanford Junior University. Please visit us at med.stanford.edu.